This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Big Cats. Imagine a cat, but bigger. It's Monday, February 20th, 2023, and we'd like to welcome you to Another Great Day. I'm Aaron, and this is Chris.
Hello!
And yeah, we're just glad to be here with you. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Monday. All right, well, today just so happens to be Monday, and that means Motivation Monday. So for some of our original listeners, we are bringing that back for the week. But I wonder, Chris, what is motivation? Kids in the car, what is motivation? What does it mean to motivate someone?
Does motivation mean to riff on a really cool guitar solo with like medley guitar strings?
No, sir. That is what we call a tasty lick or a righteous jam. But no, one more guess. Come on, Chris, you can do it.
Is it when you have to add fractions and find a common denominator?
No. I think you were closer with your first guess, though. No, dear DJ Goodhead Strong Hat, it means to provide someone with an incentive or a reason for doing something.
Ah, yes, those days from when I say I don't want to clean my room. Or I might have to motivate myself by setting a timer or seeing how fast I can clean my room.
Yes, or you may just be motivated by knowing you did a great job and now your room looks really good, like you have some kind of fancy butler, you know, the kind like Batman has, where he can just leave his cape and bat tools everywhere and then yell for his butler Alfred to find them. Hey, Alfred, where's my bat keys for the bat phone in the Batmobile? I gotta go fight the Joker. Well, we hope you enjoyed that segment of Motivation Monday. Now you know what it's like to be motivated and how to get there. On to the main part of our show, the discussion question of the day. This next segment is called the discussion question of the day. If you're new to this, we'll ask the question, encourage you to stop down and answer this question with those around you. We'll give you about 10 seconds to answer. If you need more time, feel free to pause the show and come right back. Here we go. If you could give your best friend any gift, what would it be?
Aaron, today I'm going to ask you, what would you do if you could give your best friend a gift?
All right, if I could give my best friend any gift, I think I'd probably just give them like a big old stack of money. Then they could do whatever they wanted with it.
All right.
You know, that'd be pretty helpful. Like, hey, here's some cash. You can go pay off your car, maybe buy a new phone or some shoes. Maybe you need a new suit. Groceries. Maybe you want to invest it in some companies, something like that. That's my very practical answer. Now, my fun answer, my silly answer is let's give them a cheetah and see what they do with it. But it's in the cage and it's tamed. We're assuming it's a good cheetah that will not attack them. So, congratulations, friend. You have a cheetah. Enjoy.
Well, so my answer for this question is if I could give a gift to a best friend, I have a really good friend who is currently trying to make a full-length movie. The movie's for adults. Sorry, kids. It's an action adventure. There's heroes and bad guys, but it's gonna have adult type action and situations. It is a wrestling themed movie, 80s sci-fi, fun, sometimes probably slightly comedic. I'm not sure. Anyway, he has poured his heart and soul into this script, which might sound silly. It's 80s action wrestling movie, but he's been writing a script for over half a decade. I've known him for 8 years, more than that now, 9 years, something. And he's been writing it for as long as I've known him. He's entered the script into multiple contests and won contests with this script for this movie. And he has 3 movies written, a trilogy of action. Anyway, if I could have a gift, I would totally give him the ability to make these movies. I guess that would just be money and time. And the gift, I guess, would also, like, this would be the movie gift, is that he gets the actors he needs and the locations and the people and the distribution, all the things it takes to make a movie. That would be my gift to my friend.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that discussion answer. Now, a quick warning as we move on to our next segment. If you're driving or operating heavy machinery, you may lose control or become impaired, as this dad joke may cause your eyes to roll all the way back into the back of your head. You've been warned. Hit it.
Dad joke.
Oh, here
What
we go.
do you call someone with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. Oh, well, thanks for listening, everybody. Despite segments like these, we'll be right back with the rest of the show. Welcome back to another great day. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris, and we're glad you're here. This part of our show is called The Word of Wisdom. This is where we'll take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our take. Here we go. Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs 19:20, and it says, "Listen to counsel, receive instruction, and accept correction, that you may be wise in the time to come." I'm going to say it again. Listen to counsel, receive instruction, and accept correction, that you may be wise in the time to come. So 3 things plus 1 long-term result. Listen, receive, accept. Say it with me now, everybody. Listen, receive, accept. Yes, listen to those who try to give you godly advice. Take that advice into your brain head and into your heart head, and never be too proud to accept correction. The Lord puts people in our lives during different seasons to help guide us down the road of life. And if we listen, receive, and accept, even though it's easier said than done, we will be wise in the long run. So one day at a time, dear listeners, one day at a time. Well, what a way to end the show. And with that, let's hit the music and call it a day. Chris, thank you for taking the time to put this show together. Listeners, thank you for taking the time to tune in, to subscribe, and listen. We'd like to encourage you to share this show with other people if you're enjoying what we're doing here. That's just an easy way to show your support, and it's very encouraging for us. We hope that this is a blessing to you, and we hope you make it another
Great
day. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, here's the post-credit scene.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do.
Yep.
I'm going to say some generic things
Okay.
conversationally,
Yep.
and you can try to put stuff in the middle of it. Ready?
Wonderful. Let's go for it. I'm ready.
Chris, I went to the grocery store earlier. You're never going to guess what I saw. You want to give it a couple guesses?
Clarence. Shoes.
I actually saw a guy
Frank.
dressed up like a banana in the store, and you know what he was shopping for?
Cars. Airplanes. Trains.
No. He was buying canned cheese. Now, I don't know about you. I don't think bananas and canned cheese are a great combination. I can't think of a single dish that would involve a banana and cheese. Now, there's probably something out there, and
Hold on. Wait a second. Are you saying he was a banana, or he's holding bananas?
dressed up like a banana.
Well, how do you know it wasn't actually just a banana? Like, it was just an actual banana walking around. Maybe he's buying cheese for his kids' lunch. Like, they go to banana school, and he's just buying them, like, Lunchable cheese. He's going to make a really good homemade cheese and bread for his banana kids at banana school, where they go on the banana slides, and they learn about banana history. I mean, that's not bananas.
You're kind of a cheese connoisseur, a cheese executive, the big cheese, if you will. Chris, what are your favorite cheeses and why? Because my favorite cheese, as you know, is the cheeses of Nazareth. That's my all-time favorite cheese. But I'd love to hear from you. What's a good cheese, and what makes a good cheese?
You know, Aaron, I didn't know this day would come so quickly in my life that I would become a cheese pundit. We're now going to review cheese, and you know, my perception of cheese in the world is now highly regarded. So, I like hard cheeses. So not the crumbly, gooey kind like brie. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm sure I could be persuaded eventually, but I like food. So, eventually I might get there. But in the cheese world, I like hard, like Parmesan or those kind of things, but particularly ones that are aged. And you can often find these kind that have like salt crystals in them. And that's not necessarily an indicator of the best cheese on earth, but it often means it's going to be yummy. It doesn't always mean that, but it can. But a cheese that I regularly get at a place that I go to is Comtesse or Comté. They're, I think, like cousin cheeses, because the cheeses are bacteria. Different cheeses are made from different bacteria, aged different places. Some cheeses are only made in one location in the world, like a certain kind of like, I think Roquefort is that way, the blue cheese. But anyway, yeah. So if you go to a store and you see Comté or Comtesse, it's usually a winner in my book. I will eat it almost every time. So there you go. There's a cheese that you can have, or two really.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, if we have any mice in the audience right now, then they are definitely drooling about right now. So shout out to all our mice listeners on their little mice iPhones on the Apple Podcast app and Spotify and Stitcher and Overcast and Amazon Podcasts and anywhere podcasts are available. Boom, roasted. We'll see you tomorrow.
The end.